Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Third and final of the games today, this Wild Card Sunday. It might be the best of the bunch. And off we go on EA Sports. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Handoff here, up the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he'll only get down to around the 42. Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 4th down, here comes Justin Tucker for the Ravens. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
This returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Levis. That's caught, Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack. This brought him out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
On the jump. Cowboy 80. Check out.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 35 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. He is in. Touchdown, Ravens.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10.
Here we go.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Micah Fitzpatrick up to make the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Levis from out of the pistol. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Levis. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
A pass caught by Saquon. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Now, Mike, I'm not saying he's going to be able to maintain this pace for the entire game, but here we are in the 1st quarter, and he already has over 100 yards. If he does keep pace, he's going to have a ridiculous stat line by the end of the 4th quarter, but something tells me we're going to see a lot more chunk plays throughout the game unless this defense can somehow find a way to slow them down.
Let's go now.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Levis to throw on 1st and 10. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Like 46, like 46.
Here's Levis. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Like
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Like 24 Linda, like 23 Green. 29 down, 22 Linda, 22 Linda.
Here's Levis. Now he'll air one out. That's caught! And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Tennessee. The PAT, up and good. And the Titans are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go, set.
This drive will start on the ground. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. It's a big one for the Ravens. 31 yards. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. He'll work forward for a couple. Cedric Gray there to bring him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 33.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Second and a yard. Allen in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
They run on the jet sweep, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a first down. Once again, it's Barkley. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Titan first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Levis to throw. That is caught. It's Robinson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage. The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Levis. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really, everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, winning on...
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. The clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. The clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. That's taken in.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
And he pulled it left. No good. And this will remain a tie ball game. So we are at halftime here in the AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. give to Barkley, running right. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Titans will go up by 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Go! They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll get about 2. Cedric Gray there to bring him down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. And the Titans are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He's going to run it.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Third and 5. From the gun, it's Levis. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. The Titans punting unit comes out to the field as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Ooh. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
It's first down, and they'll run. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll stick with him again. He fumbled the football. The Titans have got it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
A second down throw here for Levis. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Yeah. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination.
Oh, Barkley has fumbled. One of the Ravens has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down.
Here we go. Check go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, that's Flowers. And he'll be brought down. What will be the final act here in this third quarter. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go. Get up.
Here's a run going left. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back.
That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Hit by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
454, Mike 54.
Here's Barkley. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal. To throw is Levis. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. One of the Ravens has it. Any turnover down here hurts, Greg. These feel even worse because you have the reception. Looks like you're going to gain yardage. And then the fumble and the turnover, the defense takes the ball.
And they got exactly what they wanted out of the pass play, Mike. They're able to make the completion, but now as the ball carrier, you cannot be thinking, oh, I have to score, get it in the end zone. You still have to protect the ball. He doesn't. The ball gets knocked free, and the defense creates a huge turnover.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
A gain there of 11. 1st down, Baltimore. Back to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
Got it. Ready? Set. Ready?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Go.
Now a run on 1st down. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They come up for 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
They'll stick to the ground. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Come on. Set. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready.
They'll run. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Big moment here for the Ravens as they will go for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go now. Check go.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They took the shot, but it doesn't pan out. They'll remain down by 1 here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Like 13, like 13.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Like 49.
Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. It's the quarterback with a sneak. Trying to find an opening, but too good in the middle from the defense. They stop this up, and now it is 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Titans sending out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
So this one, a win for the visiting Titans, as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico.